Hello viewers, welcome back to another episode of An Old Man with a Smartphone. In this episode I'm going to be showing the Baofeng DM-32 radio. I've recently ordered these. They are a digital or DMR radio. We'll get opening the package here. So you get the user's manual obviously up front. No ham has ever actually read one of these. We just wait for a child to misbehave and we give it to them for reading material while they're grounded to their room, and then invite them down for a full book report after. As you can see, it's got a lot of information in it. Because of how old my eyes are, this is actually wrote in CW. And I'll have to find a CW guy to translate it, or a microscope in order to read it. You get the antenna. Really nothing special. You get a charging cradle. You get the wall wart and USB-C charging cord. And the radio. There was no carrying pouch with this. You can buy these with a carrying pouch, and I believed I did, but shopping offline, yeah, you get what you pay for. So we'll just quickly get this on. That's not working out well for me. There we go. And this is pretty much the UV DM-32, or the DM-32. It's not the UV-32, it's the DM-32. It already comes fully assembled. The face display is on the front. The speaker is on the back. Now, you're supposed to charge these up full before you turn them on for the first time. So we're going to put this one on the charging dock. And because I bought in pairs, we'll play with the one I've already purchased and opened and charged. Pretty standard radio. For a lot of the radio users out there that are non-hams, you may be tempted to purchase this radio because it has encryption and it does DMR, and it's far more secure than say a UV-82, or the UV-82, which is just your basic analog radio. This does do analog, and it also does digital. However, to get the digital to work, you really have to know what you're doing. You're not going to program the digital in through the faceplate and make it all work. You have to download talk groups, and you have to download quite a bit of different information. If you're not sure how to do it, or you don't have the proper numbers, you will not be able to program this on the DMR and actually get it working with anything. So for the people who want the radio communication, but they don't want to know any more about the radio than you push this to talk, you let it out to listen, and that's it. These radios will be no good for you. You are not going to get it to work any differently than you would this one. So you really have to do your homework. You're going to have to acquire a DMR number, and you're going to have to download contact lists. You're going to have to download calling groups and things like that. You'll have to do that from the internet, and you'll have to program all of that into the radio using the software. For the software in this, I didn't find it too bad initially. I was able to write a little bit of an analog code plug and put my my regular channel set in. I was able to read from radio and write to radio a couple of times. However, without any excuse for itself, it just completely stopped and the radio no longer communicates with the computer. So I'm going to have to go to my local ham club and find one of the various gentlemen that's got far more experience with computers and DMR than I do. I'm an old man and I almost never use the computer. So it really doesn't matter what I want to do with a computer, it's not going to work. I don't have the experience and I cannot use a computer effectively. I'm more of a, say, a hands-on, get things done in the real world guy, and a lot less of the tap the keyboard and live in fantasy land kind of guy. Unfortunately, these are, they do require a computer to get the most out of them. So I will be looking into that in weeks to come. But I thought I would just do a quick video showing the DM-32. I have bought a few of these DM-32s, so I should have 4 of them eventually. And I'll be looking forward to getting it all set up and doing a few more videos on this radio. Some of what we can do with this radio without having to hook it up to a computer and go that route is we can check output power. It brags about a full 10 watts output, so we'll take it to our sophisticated RF laboratory, put it on a dummy load, and check the output. I'll be right back. So here we're going to use the top VFO on 435.525. It's just whatever the factory programmed in the radio. I haven't done any meaningful programming at all. For the purpose of this test, we're transmitting into a dummy load, so we really don't care what the frequency is. It's not leaving the room anyway. So just to check the radio out on standby. Just to check the radio out, its power output. This will be high power. And we're getting about 6.9 watts on high power on 70 centimeters. We will change the power to low. Low is just under 1 watt. And medium is just over 3 watts. And again, high is just under 7 watts. So it's not the 10 watts advertised on 70 centimeters. I'm going to put it on VFO mode once I get that figured out, and we'll check it on the 2 meter band. Okay, after an excessive amount of button pushing, we did manage to get it on 146.52, which is the amateur radio calling frequency, the one at the top. We are indicated by the H as high power. Let's have a look at the output. And it's 8 watts on 2 meters. So we'll change the power level again. Now we're on low power. 2 watts on low power, little over 2, just under 2.5 watts low power. And on medium power. So medium power is 5 watts, just over 5 watts. That's what your average handheld puts out on high power. And again, high power gets us 8 watts. So it's not a bad radio output-wise. It is a bit of a learning curve, trying to figure out how to operate this radio. It does have built-in GPS. It does have a relatively fast pickup for the GPS signal. But to operate it digitally and do the DMR thing, will require going to the Baofeng website and downloading the programming software. And you will spend quite a bit of time setting up that programming software to give you what you need, such as talk groups and everybody else's ID and that sort of thing. Aside from that, I don't have too much more to share with you at this time. Thank you for watching. Do leave your comments in the comment section. It's always appreciated. Have a great day.